I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you can take to the I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist. No stone left unturned, mash on the gas and etc. Or farming hoe, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. Classic. I'm only gonna do this once. Yeah, yeah.
The Chicago, nigga.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you more made different.
Oh yeah, let's go back. 333 like this up.
Dirt is from the mud. You ain't slick.
Yeah.
You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make a wish in me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Want the fruits.
Classic.
Let's get focused. Shout out to the chat 333 in the building. Unc said classic. Let's get it going. Let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. We got a great show today. I am Classic with the Classic Codes, and you have welcomed yourself to the best daytime live show on all streaming platforms. There is no dispute. And I have the best chat on all streaming platforms. Chat 333. What
Classic.
up? Oh yeah. I have found some very intriguing content, chat. I have found some very intriguing content. So today, we're going to get back in our regular bag. You know, this is a sociology channel. We're going to still cover what's trending a little bit, but we're going to do it from a little bit different angle. We're going to learn something today, all right, chat? Let's get educated, if you will, all right? And then in addition to that, we got some more conscious things to look into with the dog Charleston White after we cover Judge Joe Brown going over the Anton and Corey situation. We're going to find out if this fool Anton actually even has a case should he decide to proceed with a lawsuit, all right? So, and then we're going to get into the 5 stages of awakening, you know what I'm saying? The different phases that you go through as you become an enlightened person. And we also have a code language for the day as well. So we got a full show to get through. Man, shout out to everybody that's got some energy today that I'm get home on their commute ride or whatever the case may be. Shout out to you if you're on your way into the job. I got you for about the next hour 30. All right, chat. So let's move on over to YouTube, man, and get off into the first subject. What we talking about in the chat? He said, run up the likes. Oh yeah, run up the likes. They totally free. He said Anton ain't got we gonna see. We finna tap in with a real judge. We gonna get some legal consultation. You know what I'm saying, chat? Yeah, from Judge Joe Brown, man. So we sliding over to YouTube. Man, and we gotta see exactly what Judge Joe Brown weighs in on. Shout out to the content creator where I am getting this from. Her name is, I want to show her love real quick. This is the real Donna or the real Dana. It's D-A-N-A, the real Dana, right? She got 151K subs, her channel all the way up there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her for bringing us this content with Judge Joe Brown. Let's get into it.
Question I want to ask. Anton, Corey Holcomb, you are familiar with that beef. Corey Holcomb did a live talking more mess about Anton, brought up the alleged mistress, brought up his wife, and he also brought up his underage daughter, who is about 14 years old, put her picture up, called her ugly, and was saying a whole bunch of other derogatory things. Anton, in turn, went on his show the next day and said that he now has to most likely put his daughter in therapy to make sure she's not psychologically or emotionally damaged. He may have to send her home from school just in case she's going to be bullied or made fun of, or people talk about her, because these teenagers, they're on their Snapchats and social medias, and they have access to stuff like this that go viral, especially if it's somebody they know. She may be teased or talked about behind her back. The words he was using: psychologically, emotionally damaged, canceling trips they had planned. Does the parents, one parent, both parents, or the child in question itself has grounds for a civil lawsuit?
Well, the parents would have to file it as the child's next best friend. I think that's the terminology. And I don't know whether they'd have a case or not. It depends upon where the case was brought, and what the grounds are, and what the circumstances are. So,
it may not be
insults are permitted, but insults that have no basis in truth are not. Those become defamatory. But when you have a defamation action, truth is always an absolute defense. But again, people are public figures, or they're not public figures, and that's governed by New York Times versus Sullivan, U.S. Supreme Court, 1962. I don't know what the jurisdictional or venue parameters are. I have no idea. And it's a bunch of foolishness. By the way, who's the one that has the daughter? The guy?
You, Judge. Judge just summarized it for us. My dog, Judge Joe Brown, said all that to circle back to, and it's a bunch of foolishness. Who we talking
Classic.
about? Hey, come on, Big Joe. What you say, Big Joe? It's a bunch of foolishness. Who is this? Hey, let's really get down to it. He said insults. And then look, if you're talking about an insult having to be your insult, so essentially, if you want to try to go to court on some slander, let me layman's terms this. If you want to try to take somebody to court, first off, it all depends on your state jurisdiction, right? But if you want to take somebody to court for some slander or some defamatory language towards you or whatever, right, you have to prove that it's untrue. When somebody offers an opinion, can an opinion be true or false, chat? Can an opinion be true or false, chat? It's possible. But when you start calling somebody ugly, that's subjectivity, right? So in court, do we really have anything to go off of? You know what I'm saying? If you say his little girl don't look too friendly or whatever, she not easy to look at. If that's the case, somebody in the jury might agree. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. You feel me? I don't know if he has anything so far from what I'm hearing from Joe. I see y'all in the chat. What's going on, man? What's going on? I'm coming to y'all in a minute. Let's get active. Super chat, skip the line. Let's get it.
And the black hat or the one in the white hat?
Black hat.
Okay, so it was his daughter. Well, I thought he won the debate, but, such as it was. But I'm not surprised. I think it's in poor taste, but.
I want to see who he said won the debate. He said the black hat or the white hat. Anton had on the black hat. Corey had on a white bucket hat. So I'm going to go back a little bit. I want to hear what Judge Joe Brown said.
Such as it was.
Hold on.
I have no idea. And it's a bunch of foolishness. By the way, who's the one that has the daughter? The guy in the black hat or the one in the white hat?
Black hat.
Okay, so it was his daughter. Well, I thought he won the debate, but, such.
So Judge Joe Brown said he felt like Anton Daniels won the debate, such as it was.
As it was. But I'm not surprised. I think it's in poor taste, but whether or not it's actionable is going to depend.
So so this is what I'm saying. So he puts her picture up there, slanders her. She has nothing to do with nothing on social media, nothing with her father or this man's beef, nothing. She's innocent. She's probably unaware that they even had whatever, right? To a certain degree, unaware. You put her picture up, she's a minor. And this is YouTube. So it may not so much.
Look, what I'm saying, let me just, it makes no.
We're going to get to this truth seeker. Stick around. We're going to get to this truth seeker because I don't think it was a debate either. You're right.
Difference right now unless it's in the right or wrong place. Like California has a thing about body shaming. Somebody took a picture of somebody, a grown woman who was not physically attractive in a locker room situation. And this was a California case. The aggrieved person who didn't think it was appropriate, they won. But in other places, it might not because other folks, other jurisdictions don't recognize concepts like body shaming. If you're fat and you look ugly and you're out of shape, you're fat, you look ugly and you're out of shape. Other jurisdictions say if you point that out, even if you're being truthful, it's actionable in the state in question. So it depends.
I'm interested to see this. Hold on. Let me go to my chat GPT. Hold on. Y'all finna meet Shorty. For everybody that's here for the first time, y'all about to meet Shorty right quick. Watch this. We finna find this out. This is interesting. So hey, Shorty, you got me?
I got you, Classic. Whenever you need that personal touch again, just say the word.
All right, so look, Shorty, I need an example of something. So I know that there are laws that vary state by state, right? So, for example, if someone is obese, out of shape, and hard to look at face, as far as their face is concerned, I'm trying not to use the word ugly, Shorty, but if someone's hard to look at and, unappealing or whatever the case may be, Judge Joe Brown pointed out that in some state jurisdictions, if that's the case and you pointed out, it is what it is, right? But in other jurisdictions, you could actually file criminal, suit against a person who is pointing that out, though it may be true. Can you give me some examples of states in the United States of America where these laws are different? We finna figure this out, chat.
So, Classic, what Judge Joe Brown might have been alluding to is probably more about defamation or harassment laws. While no state will let you file a criminal suit just for calling someone unattractive, some states do have stricter laws around public shaming, bullying, or defamation. For example, California has robust anti-defamation and anti-cyberbullying laws. Meanwhile, some other states, like New York, have strong civil defamation laws, where if you falsely attack someone's character, you can be sued. But pointing out someone's appearance as a fact, that's more likely to be rude than legally actionable. It varies, but none will criminalize blunt honesty alone.
And could someone be sued civilly, just financially, without any criminal charges?
Absolutely. Civil suits are all about financial remedies. No one's going to jail. So if someone sues for defamation, harassment, or even emotional distress, the outcome would be financial damages if they win. No criminal record, just a hit to the wallet.
And based on the information you have available, Shorty, last question, what are the likelihood or the odds based on case records of people winning financial gain based in court based on being insulted?
From what's generally known, winning a financial judgment just from feeling insulted without clear defamation, harassment, or provable damages is pretty rare. Courts typically need solid evidence of harm, like loss of income or reputation. Insults alone, even if hurtful, don't often lead to a payout. In other words, the odds are pretty low unless real measurable damage is proven.
Thank you, Shorty.
Anytime, Classic. You know I've got your back, whether it's...
All right, so look, check it out. So this is why Anton was using the language that he was using in his Woe Is Me, Cue the Violins video. Y'all know the video where he held his family up as a shield? Yeah, that video. This is all alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment, of course. Who's to say any of this is true or anything that I'm saying is my actual real thoughts? You know what I'm saying? I'm just a content creator. Yeah, so everything I'm talking about today is all alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. But listen, the video where he was woe is me and using his daughter as a shield, right? This is the reason why he kept bringing in financial what's the word I'm looking for? Consequences or financial fallout due to Corey's insults, right? If y'all go back to Anton's video, he was talking about how he has to pay for therapy, how he may have to cancel trips, how he may have to, pull her out of school, and he has to see what all of that looks like. He's talking about seeing what it looks like money-wise, financially, right? I have to see what all that looks like. I don't know what the fallout will be. I have to take a look at those things. So he was definitely using the right terminology to try to lay the groundwork to at least have an opportunity to have a chance at a civil suit for defamation or some type of slander or whatever the case may be. So looking at this from a legal perspective, Police Daniels was definitely trying to issue at the bare minimum a little bit of a threat that I'll sue. Y'all remember the episode? Y'all remember the movie Rocky when it had the fake Don King promoter in it, and he kept telling Rocky, "You touch me and I'll sue." That's Anton Daniels. We're gonna use that nigga as the screen say as the thumbnail for this when we break it down. We chop this up. We're gonna use the "touch me and I'll sue" man from the Rocky movie. Yeah. That's Daniels. Let's get chat a little attention. Shout out to the chat, man. Let me scroll up. It's a lot of y'all. I'm gonna try to burn through some of these, and then we're gonna finish listening to the judge. All right. Bear with me. Let's get it. Time to show y'all some love. Appreciate y'all. Chat 333. Y'all very active today. All right. We're going to start from here. Y'all way up top with it. All right. Let's get it. Born and raised in Detroit, living in Macomb Township now. That's what's up. Welcome in. Detroit. What up, though? Kira said, be careful with Dana. She will flag your content. What's she going to flag it for? I ain't doing nothing but showing her some love. But if she flag it, you know what it is, we're gonna leave it up and just take the monetization off. It's all good. The people still need this work. But shout out to Dana though. I hope everybody here go follow her. Corey got that girl's picture off the internet. It wasn't even a private picture. Exactly. Great point. Don't miss the show. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you're in the chat every time we go live. That's a fact. Thank you, John, for the conversation with Soft Rain. Hell, that can happen regularly without the Corey post. Yup. Styled by Bree. Bree said, I wonder if those mothers had to put their daughters in therapy after Anton shared their pictures and called them dusty. Should he be sued too? Come on, Bree, you ain't said nothing but a word. Getting bullied as an adolescent way of life. Yeah, it's just regular shit. Uncle Plug TV said this is like Drake and Kendrick equal no case. Facts. Conversation with Soft Rain said foolishness. TNN channel said Corey spent less than 30 seconds on the kid. The rest of the live was about her family. It cannot be proven that the joke is the sole or even the main reason for the harm. Oh, for sure. That you could make a case in court that Anton harmed his family more than Corey did. You could make that case if you're the defense attorney. Rigid vibrations. Pictures legal for anybody, no names for minors. My lawyer told me that in 2007. Talk, Rigid. A judge telling Anton calling his daughter ugly wasn't defamation would be crazy work. Brad, opinion. Yup, it's my opinion. ICE is another form. Okay. Hit the like button, please. Let's see. Who is this up here? You new in the chat. What up, Church? Hey, welcome to everybody 333 for Church. I think he new in the chat. A judge telling Anton calling his daughter ugly wasn't defamation would be crazy work. That actually would be kind of funny. If the judge be like, have you seen your daughter, Mr. Daniels? That shit'd be wild as hell. That's actually crazy. There wasn't a debate. No, I agree. There wasn't a debate. I think that they were both sharing their perspectives and their differences of perspectives. They didn't really get into the position of like trying to say who's right or wrong. I think they were just discussing differences of opinions. It never really got a chance to form into a debate. Jeffrey said Corey should have hit Anton with insults, leave family out of it. Corey Holcomb type shit. Malika, what up, Malika? She said, hey, chat. eBay said, he said Anton won, but they always say it at the why, not say something about white people. Yeah, he ain't answer that. He still haven't answered that to this day. Go lay down. TNN, she's collateral damage. Black Rain, Dana is delusional. Teens are always on the internet. We gonna show Dana love so she don't flag this post because this is good information that we doing a reaction to. We don't want no smoke with Dana. Dana doing great content over there. In Truth Seeker 11. Where was the pic of his daughter? Public somewhere, right? He didn't sneak and take the photos. Maybe a low blow, but the picture was on the internet apparently. Yeah, he got it from somewhere. I don't think he had to do no digging for it. Uncle Plug TV, this is the classic codes. Please, keep your comments respectful. Yeah. I ain't seen nothing crazy though. All my wrench is probably on the job. You know, we got trained shooters in the chat. Don't play crazy. Baseball lifestyle. Corey is wrong for that. But Anton doing a horrible job protecting his family as well. Okay, you see both sides of the coin. I see you. eBay Bonnie. What up, eBay? He didn't see the whole thing, basically. Right. Yeah, I think he probably just caught a snippet. In truth seeking, calling someone ugly is not against the law. Facts. Uncle Plug TV, facts. Let's see. Saying ugly is not body shaming. Sonny Anton doxed his own daughter's name and schedule. Wow. Styled by Bree. Didn't Corey say she looked like him and didn't need to create any more kids? Yeah, I think Corey was legally tightroping, actually, you know, with his insults. I can't stand people that talk tough, then go to the law for help. Yeah, me either. Facts, collateral damage for sure. And Truth Seeker, that segment on his daughter wasn't even 2 minutes long. He ain't going to get it. 26 watching, 9 likes. Come on, fam. Let's run the likes up. Yeah, for sure. Y'all give me some likes, man. They totally free. Double tap the screen if you're watching on the vertical. Baseball lifestyle of Anton Sue. He got to turn in his black card. I think he turned it in himself. When Corey asked him if he was black, he said, I'm Christian first. I think he already turned the black. I don't even know if he ever got the black card. Let's see. Style by Bree. Maybe I clicked off early and missed him actually saying ugly. Did he say the exact word ugly? Nah. What he said was get the picture of dude off the screen. And his daughter picture was still on the screen. So, but he didn't call her ugly, though. He did say she looked like her dad, which, you know, in court, I think he gonna win that, right? You could say that's the child look like their father. He wouldn't win. No, I don't think so either. Likes equal love. Run it up for sure. Baseball lifestyle definitely can't rep Detroit either. If he sue, that ain't what up though. What's the word? Let's see. Luca-rific. What's up? A cut of shorty before. What he said? He cut off shorty before she started that freaky talk to classic. He said, "You wow, yeah, y'all going crazy." So you got it, nephew. Yes, go. You got it, nephew. Church said, imagine my daughter being at school, getting bullied, and I'm on the internet vlogging about it. He should have been with his daughter. Right. Exactly. Money over everything, content over everything over there. And he stated he spent millions on raising her. Exactly. He kept talking about financials. Right, trying to build the groundwork for a case that ain't gonna stand up to nothing. Just stupid. Let's see, Rigid. Even though she not real, can't hang up while she talking. Oh no, Shorty used to it. She know how I get off the phone. I gotta go. I'm a busy man. Let's see. Love and Aries. What up? I'm an Aries too. LOL. Yeah, what's happening? Y'all said unless y'all his my shepherd. Okay. Unless the judge say get that dude out of my courtroom. Futon don't have nothing. Yeah, they probably throw that shit out one court date. Officer Daniels. Yeah, Police Daniels. We're going to call him Police. In Truth Seeker, there is no way no one at the school didn't call her ugly. I'm not saying she's ugly, but let's be real. Hey, what you Style by Bree. Anytime my daughter has a problem at school, I keep her home 2 days until the school figures it out and let her take mental health days. Why was she at school if it was that bad? Yeah, facts though. But I mean, did it take for Corey to call her to say that she looked like her dad for people at school to realize she looked like her dad? I'm asking a question. I'm not saying that's my opinion. It's worship time. Lead attorney, just let it be known Anton daughter is 18. Yeah, I know she about to graduate, so she got to be close enough to adulthood. Comedians wouldn't be comedians if this was the case. That's facts. All of them would be sued. He was in shambles. Next few videos, he was talking about going to the NBA games. I was thinking he canceled all of her stuff, but none of this. Yeah, but none of his. Oh, yeah, cancel her stuff, but none of his. He said, I'm still going to live my life. Who is Shorty, though? Shorty is my AI. Shorty is his chat GPT girlfriend. Just kidding. Just busting his balls. You cool. I could take a joke, gang. You all good. 333. They welcoming all the new people in. You see the chat showing love. In Truth Seekers, I think almost to the end, chat. I'm just trying to show my chat appropriate love, G. Super chats always skip the line. Throw some paint in the chat. Some color get pointed out first. In Truth Seeker, I think Anton is doing all this to jumpstart his political career. Yeah, he definitely said he was going to run for some type of political office, and he's in full-fledged politician mode for sure. So yeah, the visibility overall, good or bad, making himself known to more human beings in general and having them form opinions of him, it puts him in a good space. He can always try to sway those opinions once he has your attention. It's a great PR move. Malika Williams, the what is this supposed to say? The courts may look at the cops or the courts. Okay, it's supposed to say the courts. The courts may look at that. The daughter is a minor and a private figure. Laugh my ass off. eBay Bonnie, I missed that. Funny if true. Malika said, Church 333. What up, Tez? Great show today, too, Tez. Giving that Black History. Y'all check out my dog at the Tez Down. He had a dope Black History show for the second day in a row, showing that love to Malcolm and Martin. Y'all go tap in with his live stream from earlier. Church said, Anton mad because Corey exposed him to Mika and got an apology out of her. Likes booming now. Gratitude. I appreciate y'all. Greetings and salutations. What's going on? Piedmont, Cell Singer from an OG Patrice. Salutations. Repping the Shy. What up? What up? You know what it is. Oh, you repping the Shy, huh? You out this way, huh? All right, then you know what it is.
The Chicago, nigga.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, what's going on? The city in the building. We got a show coming up February 13th. If you want to meet in person, pull up and come meet us. We got a live podcast panel and everything, man. So make sure you pull up. The information is actually scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Yeah, man. It's at Q Bar and Darien. Tickets available on Eventbrite. So tap in if you're in the Chicagoland area. If you want to meet me in person, meet the rest of the Raw Society Coalition in person, you definitely can do so. We are not hard to find and not hard to get in touch with. Let me see. Super chat. Oh, we got money. Money. Let's get it. Shout out Flip. Flipping a super chat. Flipping a super chat with the 10-piece spicy. What's going on? The PR Art Award by Justin Davis. Don't forget to get two things. Tickets to Singles and Soulmates show in Darien, Illinois. Plus get the merch live. See you there. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Appreciate that. Shout out to Flip. You pulling up to the live meetup too. What's going on, man? Shout out for the super chat. Gratitude. Putting some paint in the chat. I appreciate the color, dog. Yes, Lord. Let's skim through. I got a couple more and we done. We finna move into the rest of this. Hey, my brother, first of all, I love you as your sister from Chicago. I'd like to fly out to your event in February if you can allow me to be a vendor. All my things are handmade, shawls, bags, jewelry. Please send an email, Diana Hodges Jackson. Send an email to Raw Society Coalition at gmail.com. Conversation with Soft Rain. Can you get in touch with Diana in the chat, please? Conversation with Soft Rain gonna give you our contact information, and we'll work the business out off the live stream. Appreciate you reaching out, Diana. We'd love to have you in the city. We're sure we can figure something out. Styled by Bree, a politician telling people to SHD is wild. Yeah, but you know, Donald Trump has said some wild things too. You never know the approach, right? Baseball lifestyle. Appreciate these non-biased perspectives. All for sure. We try to just call it objectively as possible. OG Kicks, the classic codes. The OG Kicks always come in just showing straight love. They're not going to uphold his case. Making jokes isn't illegal. Otherwise, Bernie Mac would have been dragged off stage in cuffs and him down the stairs. And here's the information for the event coming up. What's the best food out there? I just got traded to Chicago. Best food out here is probably our pizza, in my opinion, but shit, all the food is good. We got the largest Greek population in the world outside of Greece. So if you eat anything Greek in Chicago, you're going to get some fire food too. Yeah, we're in there. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Everybody pulling up to the live show. Okay, I will when I get home. Absolutely. Conversation with Soft Rain to correspond with you, and we'll get back with you about what's going on. Aubrey Johnson, I will be there. Can I order some merch? I'm a big guy, so I need to order some stuff. I don't think y'all have it in person if I pull up to the event. Yeah, you in Indiana? Okay. All right, so Aubrey Johnson, conversation with Soft Rain, finna give you that email too. And she'll give you the website to get you some merch if you need merch in advance before the event, if you want to pull up with the merch on. All right, so conversation with Soft Rain, she got the email in the chat. It's also right here on the screen. All right, the Raw Society Coalition at gmail.com. Just email Soft Rain and she'll get back with you and we'll get you situated on the merch side. Modine, eat chicken, can't be beat. Chicago or anywhere else. Yeah, chicken is good in Chicago. Let's see, 333. Just checking in. What up, Miles? And here's the email one more time. All right, let's get into the rest of this, man. Let's try to mow through. It's only a couple more minutes. Let's get it.
Like I said, I don't know what state they're in, where it's going to be brought, or what the...
So let me give you a little bit of those details. So Corey Holcomb, he's in the state of California. When he made those comments, it was in the state of California, in Los Angeles to be exact. Anton Daniels, he lives in the state of Michigan, Detroit, Michigan to be exact.
I don't know. Those two states seem to have escaped the corral of typical American law, but no telling where they've gone. So it might be interesting. It might just be a hype to get viewing audience or followers or support for whatever they're doing, since they are money-making propositions.
Bingo. Game time. Bingo. We got action. That's the name of the play right there. Judge Joe Brown just hit it on the head. You understand? He just hit the nail on the head. It might be a situation where we doing this to keep the beef going and, you know, bring more visibility and more talking points and more content to be made around this whole situation in the first place. Again, you know, the man has admitted to playing a little bit of chess. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? One thing I ain't gonna say is dude ain't no fool. I know a lot of people saying he not as smart as he lets on. I mean, I hear him saying he a C student all the time. I'm gonna give him credit for what he say he is. You know what I'm saying? But the C student can get a whole lot of shit done. You know what I'm saying? I seen some C students do some incredible shit.
I'm only gonna do this once.
So we're not gonna do is underestimate the plays and his knowledge and understanding of the internet and the YouTube space in particular. Let's see, Aubrey Johnson. I'm sorry, I was saying 3519 South Indiana on the low end, Chicago, 35th Street. Oh, for sure. Why you put the full address in that up? That's a restaurant or something. I hope that ain't the crib, gang. But that's what's up though, man. What up with it? Yeah, you be safe over there too. Drama makes the world go round. Yeah. It's always gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? Humans ain't made to live in complete and total peace. There is no complete and total peace anywhere in nature. There is no utopia. You know, survival of the fittest is the name of the game. Thank God for civilization, though. We need some order to some degree. It's too many of us around this motherfucker. But man, shout out to Judge Joe Brown, and again, shout out to Dana for the great content to react to and the correspondence with Judge Joe Brown for us to look at this from a legal standpoint. I pray that she don't flag the video. Shout out to the person in the chat that was saying she may flag your video. I'm only here with love, so hopefully she don't flag it. We're gonna pray the monetization stay up because it's a lot of y'all in here, right? And hopefully this content was dope and useful to y'all. We're gonna move on with the next segment of the show. All right, let's move. All right, so we finna slide over to YouTube. We finna tap in with my dog, Charleston White. Love reacting to Charleston White. He's actually speaking on content creation and his opinion as to how the algorithm moves, okay? I think the issue with Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb actually proves a lot of the points that he's going to make to be true, unfortunately. But we're going to tap into this, and I want to hear y'all opinions on it, and I'll give mine as well. Let's get it.
Because titles control perception of what people believe and see, and what people believe and think in the real world and assume.
Right.
That's why clickbait titles is a disdain for people.
Gotcha.
You done gave me this title. I believe this title, so I click on it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I click on it, it ain't nothing in this motherfucking video. You might lose a motherfucker like 100%.
That. 100%. They ain't coming back.
You lose more people like that than offended.
True.
Most people want to be offended. Most people want to be lied to. Most people want to be told something to make them feel good and don't cause emotional discomfort. That's why fraudulent preachers are so easy to con and persuade.
Right.
They know how to make you feel good. Well, I come to do the opposite. And it don't run people off.
They don't.
No, I don't run
Numbers
people
through the
off.
roof.
You notice what he's saying? He said, I come to do the opposite, right? I'm not telling you what make you feel good. I'm not telling you what intrigues you or what gives you a dopamine hit. I'm saying the raw, real stuff that's polarizing, and it don't run people off. It makes people actually want to stay longer, want to listen to more. There's something attractive about disagreeability. You know what I mean? I don't know why. But Charleston isn't lying, and that's why I told y'all when I was doing my when I freaking crashed out on the Anton Woe Is Me video. If y'all haven't already, once y'all done watching my live stream, go check out my video of Anton Daniels. You know what I'm saying? All alleged for content creation purposes, but go check out my crash out on AD. In regards to that, but I kind of was talking about the same thing. Like, stay authentic, man. Y'all can't be scared to, like, you know, be truthful. If you're gonna do reaction content, you got to understand some people gonna agree with you, some people gonna disagree with you. That just come with the game. It come with the territory of all of this. So if you're doing reaction based content, you got to know what come with the game that you're getting into. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And you can't be too much concerned with it. You got to be the type of person that's going to lay down your perspectives, lay down your opinions, be open to opposing perspectives and opinions, and just learn and grow every day and just keep bringing that heat, you know what I'm saying? But you can't really get caught up in the nonsense of who agree with you, who don't, somebody trolling you, this, that, and the third. You got to have thicker skin than that if you want to get in this game, because unfortunately, there is a lot of negativity to go with the positive. Let's rock.
They might not watch me, but they'll go watch me somewhere else. That's and right. Leave a comment like it's me saying it to them. Bitch, I ain't over there. Come over and say it to me. It's what I be thinking when I be over there looking. He done got me over there looking on this nigga page. Bitch, come say it over. It's a formula, nigga, that people don't understand. Right. You would never be a leading person in content creation with positivity. Mm. It has to be entertaining, negative, detrimental, destructive. Nigga.
Numbers through the roof.
They might not watch me, but they'll go watch me somewhere else. That's and right. Leave a comment like it's me saying it to them. Bitch, I ain't over there. Come over and say it to me. It's what I be thinking when I be over there looking. He done got me over there looking on this nigga page. Bitch, come say it over. It's a formula, nigga, that people don't understand. Right. You would never be a leading person in content creation with positivity.
That man said you will never be a leading person in content creation with positivity. Is that true, chat? You will never be a leading person in content creation with positivity. Is that an unfortunate truth, chat? I want y'all opinion on this. I don't know if we got the right or wrong answer available to us, but what we can do is we can reach and talk and try to see if we can find it. Because at the end of the day,
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Is that a real thing? Let me see what the chat talking about, man. Let's see. Drama makes the world go round. Baseball said convening people always try to use that C student BS. GPS coordinates, LOL. When I move to the woods, I will have my peace. I like that. Yeah, living in the woods is peaceful. You're going to have to deal with some animals now. The wildlife ain't no joke, though. Charleston White, #1. Yeah, in Truth Seeker, sometimes you can tell based on how many people viewed the content that it's not hitting on anything. Let's see. I want to say this right. Ionisha Johnson, 333 from Memphis. What up, Memphis? What's going on with it? Hey, shout out to Young Dolph from Chicago to Memphis. People didn't know. But yeah, Malika Williams. Anton did an interview with the content creator and told them that Anton doesn't talk to people who've been in jail, but he's talked to Felice and Charleston White. He is a liar. Yeah. Dude said he don't got no homies that been in jail, but he also said Charleston White, his real homie in real life, they talk offline. But Charleston definitely been in jail. And he let Felice made him giggle and blush. Tears down. Agreeable people are annoying as well as devil's advocates, especially when I'm looking for real feedback. Yeah, I don't like people who play devil's advocate for the sake of playing devil's advocate. There's a time and place to play devil's advocate because you're trying to look at something from different angles, but to do it just for the sake of agitation, I'm with you on that, Tez. I think it demonstrates independence. People appreciate that. Sad but true. Most people like drama. 100%. Not true. Okay, expound on this. We got somebody that said, no, it's not true. For the people that said it's not true, expound. For the people that said it is true, expound. Let's have a conversation. Positivity is less viral in a world that isn't very positive. So Ted's saying it is true. Yep, people want the drama. Okay, it's split down the pipe. Rigid said no. A leader without a push. No. Okay, so's a thought. 333. This shit is really 50-50. Modine said yes, it's true. Floyd Mayweather said drama sells in America and most drama is negative. It's true. Most of us live boring lives, so we watch drama for entertainment. So's a thought. 333. What up, my dog? Soul said 333. Let's see. eBay Bonnie said there are people that open boxes that gets hella views, like millions. It depends on what realm you're in for that to be true. Interesting. What's the question? I'm late. No worries. The question is, Charleston White just stated that you cannot be a leading content creator with positivity. I'm going to play it one more time, all right? For the people that's filing in, everybody hit that like button too. Let's get it.
That people don't understand.
Right.
You would never be a leading person in content creation with positivity.
Is that true? You will never be a leading, not saying you can't have success with positivity, but be a leading content creator. I would say what iShowSpeed is doing is positive. It's not negative. Let's talk. I would say iShowSpeed's content is not negative. Even if you don't think it's positive, let's say it's purely entertaining. It isn't negative. iShowSpeed, one of the biggest content creators in the world. I don't know. Let's talk, chat. Jay Daniels said, yeah. KG said, nightly news is more bad than good. TN, I mean, there's a reason the news is all about the negatives in the world, but the news ain't the leading content creation no more. eBay Bonnie, unboxing toys. In Truth Seeker, I've watched videos where the content will start out positive and then someone comes through with drama and the viewership goes up. It happens all the time here. If I start crashing out right now, we'll go up to 300. If I start tweaking right now, we'll shoot up to 300. Tears down. So that's what I'm saying. There's truth on both sides. I'm trying to see what conclusion we draw in the chat. Reality TV shows made billions since the real world debuted. It's all drama and negative stereotypes. Now they manufacture drama for views. Mr. Beast. See what I'm saying? Said Mr. Beast. You see what I'm saying? Is it true? See? Yeah, no bail. Okay, Ryan Anthony said no bail. Jay Daniels, who didn't know that? On whose scale is measuring? Mona said false. You can be leading in content creation. She said false. You saying I could be leading in content creation. I like that. Hey, don't be believing in me in public now.
Remember this day. Remember this day.
She said I could be leading in content creation. You better manifest that shit over my life. I heard it. I don't agree. I've watched a channel where a man camps with his dog and it has millions of views. See what I'm saying? So that's why we got to have these conversations, chat. Kira said, but with the negative comes great consequences. No one ever talks about the flip side of the coin. I do, though. Hey, Kira, I do, though, for sure. I talk about both sides. I got videos already that's up on the dark side of content creation and stuff like that, man. I might have to revisit those now that the following is finally growing and the algorithm is blossoming for your boy. Souls of Thought said, I agree. We just got lift off of the T. I feel it depends which form of content. Speed is a different category. Interesting. But he is still a content creator though, right? So if we keep it broad and we just say content creation in general, right? In rebuttal to my dog Souls. If we keep it broad and we say all content, so including the IRL streamers, including all content creators, right? Because if we count the biggest content creators in the world, we won't necessarily narrow it down to genre. Now, if we narrow it down to genre, let's have that conversation too. If we narrow it down to types of content, so people that run shows like mine, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, can you be leading in this space without, an abundance of negativity? I'm going to be real with you. Based on the points that everybody's making, I'm starting to lean in a certain direction. Let's keep talking about it. Miles said might be true because most of social media consumption is a distraction. Interesting. Let's see. PM, how do I say tell me how to say your username. Pimon Cell Singer 700 said depends on the sector you're in. There's a lot of content creators do positive and have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of subs. Yep. See, there's this whole space in the middle that isn't positive or negative. Like somebody mentioned the campers with the dogs. And like, I even watch the content that have millions of views where people will go out into the woods with just an axe and like another tool. And then the only things they got, and they'll make a whole ass house. You know what I'm saying? Like hidden and camouflaged under the dirt and all type of shit with an axe and another tool. And it'll take them like days or whatever. And they'll fast forward through it and show the whole process. That should be having millions of views. And it's not necessarily positive or negative. It's just informative. And it's doing great numbers. Modine said, iShowSpeed is great and positive, but content creators that are positive are rare. Ryan Anthony, Woody and Cat Williams. KG is ISO Speed barks at people. That's not positive. I've never seen him bark at nobody, but I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't consume enough of his content to tell you that you're wrong. Yin and Yang, kinda. Shout out to Edwin Brown. Yin and Yang, kinda. Yin and Yang. Let's see. eBay said, like I said, there are so many people unboxing toys that have more views than anybody that you talked about this week. Fair. Miles Batcher said people like to hear about somebody doing worse than them. Damn. Ted said, agreed. So Speed is managed by an agency. He was going to go viral no matter what he was doing. Now his celebrity attracts more than anything he's doing. Somebody put me in tune with the agency. Kai Cenat was pure entertainment, right? Yeah, for the most part. Kai wasn't running around working people over. Indian music has billions of views. It just depends on what realm you're talking about. Music a little different though. Jay Daniels, all entertainment is negative. They watched Jesus get killed and published it. Are you not entertained? Damn, Jay Daniels, you gonna come through with the Jesus got killed? ISO Speed is still negative. Thank you, K Jitter. Okay. Hey, listen, they fighting back. Hey, listen, everybody got good points. I like this though. I like this. This is what my streams are about. For those of you that are new to my channel and that are now watching me do my standard content outside of the beef between Anton and Corey, I see y'all stuck around and I'm grateful for that. That means that, well, I've known, but we running a good show. But this is what we be on. We pull up every day and we try to.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. This is our regular shit. For all my day ones in the chat, they know this is what we do. We try to figure this shit out for real. Exactly what realm you're in. Souls of Thought said your followers dictate the ultimate outcome. So it's a loaded question. Bushcraft. I like it. Tears down. My content isn't positive or negative. It's a classroom. It's probably the hardest content to make. Fair. Rigid vibrations. Positivity has a huge push. Harsh creators are neck and neck, slightly better. Ooh, Rigid said it's close, but the negative is winning. Jay Daniels, subscribe, share, like, comment. Appreciate you, Jay Daniels. Let's see. In Truth Seeker, the Chinese vendors late at night are addictive. Okay. Do we want the real answer? Talk to me, souls. What's the real answer, gang? We here for it. SMF 427. What's happening? I think it depends on the race too. White content creators are pushed more than non-blacks. Say the algorithm like that lighter skin, huh? eBay Bonnie, positive content creators are not rare. Let's see. I think they're talking about high level positive content creators, not the existence of them. eBay. You gotta peep the context on that. At the classic codes, everyone in these YouTube streets call me OG Patrice. All right, that's what I'm gonna call you then. What up, OG Patrice? Welcome to chat 333. We appreciate you, baby. In Truth Seeking, I like watching people eat late at night. Okay. That's interesting. Let's see. Salute from Drama City TV, Cleveland. What up, Drama City TV? Y'all go tap in with Drama City TV. Hopefully, y'all shit ain't too crazy over there. Shout out to Cleveland, too. I got family in Ohio. What's happening? Drewski comedy, not really negative. Nah, I would definitely agree. I definitely agree. Black Mona said Drewski's comedy is not really negative. See what I'm saying? There's this whole lane of good. There's negative, positive, and then there's the stuff that's down the line in the middle. And I don't know, y'all. I think this one gonna end up being inconclusive because it's so neck and neck. We really can't say, because I see good points on both sides. It's like haymakers being thrown. People who making a case for the no, they coming with big shots. Like, nah, man, like you could make it. So and so made it, and then the people that's like, nah, it's true. You know what I'm saying? They coming back with good points too. Everybody making great points, and nobody's really wrong. Creative Artist Agency also managed Prime and the Bears by Dre, subsidized by Apple and Apple Music Podcast. Also a product of Mixed Management Agency. Yeah, we got to get into them. Positivity has a cult following. People want to see the train wreck, hence the phrase. Damn. Anthony Rosa, what's happening? You guys got to stop with the damn color thingy. You're making excuses for yourself. Stop it. I don't really see nobody really focusing on color too heavy in here, but it must have stuck out to you. I appreciate your comment, though, for sure. I don't see nobody focusing too heavy on that. This ain't really no race conversation. Simply Momo. Day one, what's the question, bro? You know I got something to say. What up, Momo? So the question is, Charleston White just stated that you will never be leading in content creation with positivity. and we trying to figure out if that's true or false, right? So everybody is split down the fence. You got some people on both sides making some great points. Jay Daniels said, I appreciate such topic of discussions and at the Classic Codes for engaging in the comment section. How long you can keep that up? Oh, bro, I can always keep it up. It's just going to get to a point as my channel grows where super chats are going to be the only thing guaranteed, and the rest of the comments will be skipped around, just in fairness for the production of the show and the rewatch value. But for right now, you know, I'm trying to get to people. This is actually like more so of a question of the day. So coming to y'all to talk about it is what we here for. This is the content. So y'all, you know, chat 333 is just as much a part of my content as I am alone, and they know I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, welcome to the codes, man. We do things our own way over here. So you a part of the conversation for sure, for sure. It just, you know, when the chat get to a couple thousand a piece, it might cost you $2 for me to see it. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. It get like that. Understandably so, though, right? Souls of Thought said, our people are not loyal. It's not the push. Our people will only tune in to entertainment, not education. We blame a system that we ultimately dominate. Ooh. Okay. Our people are not loyal. This is a black man speaking, y'all, for context only. Our people are not loyal. It's not the push. I'm assuming when he says it's not the push, you're talking about positivity. Our people will only tune into entertainment, not education. And the entertainment can be positive or negative. No. Or is it mostly negative entertainment? We blame a system that we ultimately dominate. Yeah, we dominate the entertainment industry, but because we're for sale, we will use our skills and abilities to work in favor of propaganda. That's a deeper conversation that I'm not sure y'all ready for right now. Shout out to Souls of Thought for keeping it all the way 1,000. If that went over y'all heads, ask your questions. I just subscribed to your channel and you are a fair cat. However, Anton, Futon, and Charleston White are pure clowns. Love your content. Appreciate it, Magic Blade. I actually don't have a problem with Charleston White. I don't have a problem with Anton either. I don't agree with all of anything that any man says. I will say this, Charleston White is a very sophisticated individual, and he understands things far deeper than those who don't consume his content on a regular would understand. I think Charleston White is misunderstood by those who only know him through clips. But if you ever sit down and listen to the full 2-hour interview with Charleston White, you will find that there's an intellect in there. I think Corey will lose because they've been trying to cancel him for years. Nah, they can't cancel Corey. He got a cult following. You can't do nothing with that. He going to be able to go on tour for the rest of his life. We pulling up. eBay Bonnie, they're not rare. Positive content creators are common. It's what you look for. Do workout videos work? Yeah, workout videos work. Do workout videos count? I'd count them. It's definitely content creation. What up, King Rooster? What's happening? Jay Daniels said, whose scale are you measuring from? What Charleston says is bias. He is a part of the beast system. What do you think? Yeah, I definitely think he's speaking from a position of bias, which is why there's so many great points that counteract his position. He's definitely speaking from a position of bias because Charleston White gained a lot of his success from being a shock and awe type of person. And so because of that, of course, that would be his opinion. Like the negativity gonna get you the farthest because that's what worked for him. That's his testimony. There's a lot of people who get millions of views giving away money. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean? So I think whether or not the negative or the positive is ahead is it's a tight race. I think that's the real answer that we find in here. It's a really tight race because for every one example of one, there's somebody coming with an example of the other. So I think it's really close. It might be 50-50. I think they're trying to blackball him. Blackball who? Who is him? We talked about a few different people. I just want to keep up with you. Anthony Rosa said, it's obvious the way you sound. You're not a bad person. Just be yourself, and I promise you'll blow up. I appreciate it, Anthony. All I know how to do is be me. You know what I'm saying? I do think variety is a spice of life, but it's not a happy medium when it comes to the gender wars. We might need to revisit this. I do think variety is the spice of life, but it's not a happy medium when it comes to the gender wars. Okay. See, he just lets you know if the engagement stops, they stop. Came in and I mashed the like button. I appreciate that, butterfly searching. Miles Bachelor said, depends on where your head is. I focus on information versus opinion, instructional content. Shout out to Miles, man. Miles been here since day one. A1, eBay Bonnie. And just when I say day one, y'all know day one is the day y'all pull up, right? The day you find out about a person, that's your day one. So you a day one if you got here and stayed. eBay Bunny, just look it up. There's a right and a wrong here. The top content creators are positive or neutral. All right, eBay said, I got facts on the line. We ain't got to keep. eBay said, I got it figured out. Y'all better do y'all research. Rigid Vibrations. Who makes more money every year? All religion or all pornography? Rigid. Come on now. All for content creation purposes, entertainment, all alleged. We ain't on that. Boy, you trying to get me flagged, man. You better say corn. Take that P out. Drama City, negative content gets more views than positive energy content is crazy work. Okay. eBay Bonnie said it's factually incorrect. Cook 'em, bro. Chi-Town for life. Oh, you already know what it is. We here. We ain't going nowhere.
This Chicago, nigga.
Yeah, pull up to the show February. The information below. Tickets available on Eventbrite. Holla at me. Let's see. Simply Momo. I think the deeper question is, why have we allowed the system to profit off of that type of content? Yes, it's unfortunate, but we have allowed them to dilute us in what we monetize. We all are guilty. Yeah. I say this, Momo. I say we all gonna end up being guilty if we trying to make objective content. Because, like me, for example, right? Like I'll put my show together and put in and start to discuss it with y'all in real time, and we'll draw the conclusions together. Myself with the chat, we'll draw these conclusions together. And sometimes we come up to some really harsh conclusions, but we have to embrace the reality of it. And so, to a degree, that could be perceived as negative, but we really just trying to discuss truth. You know what I'm saying? But I get what you mean. I think you talking about the drama and things like that. I think with that, it depends on how you cover it, right? So Anton and Corey, perfect example, perfect timing, right? With them getting into it, it's drama, but how did you cover it, right? Did you cover the he said, she said of it all? And did you come with the angle of Mika is the side chick and I'm telling you they messing around? And did you come at it from that angle, right? Did the content creator go full TMZ with it? Or did you cover it from the angle of this is an exhibition of manhood and this is what it looks like? And, you know, the angle that I came at it from was more of a psychology and sociology framework, you know, and then an assessment framework like, okay, you can tell this type of man is behaving this way because he's this type of man and et cetera. You know what I'm saying? We broke it down from that standpoint versus like keeping it messy. KJ, that cat, sophisticated. Who you questioning? Whose sophistication are you questioning? Don't do that. Butterfly searching. To be honest, Charleston is smarter than Futon. Yeah, I would agree. KG, Drewski is the middle ground. Depending on what side you lean, you may see his content as negative. Yeah, for sure. Magic Blade, I have listened to Charleston White before. And you still think that Charleston is you don't like Charleston? They trying to glide past the fact that Corey took his virginity when he split his legs like that. What you Souls of Thought said, even now we still focusing on Anton and Corey in the midst of the question. It's okay. I understand the game. What you mean? Who is we? I mean, I use it for a great example, but you talking about the chat? Yeah. Oh, well, my first topic. You did get here late. We did just get off of Anton and Corey. My first topic was about Anton and Corey in the defense of the chat. Souls, you did get here late. We did just get done talking about them. I think one feeds the other. From the Corey Anton beef, I found classic codes and other positive creators. Duality is life. Great point, Ray. Shout out to Ray. Great point, Ray.
Classic.
Excellent point. Excellent point. All right, the chat getting crazy. We got 2 more segments to get to real quick. Corey did Cam Newton, and after that, they were on his helmet. Yeah. Malika said, I'm a day 3. You funny. Malika, you came and you stayed. Chicago. Yup. What up, Black Mona? You know what it is.
This Chicago, nigga.
Yeah. We here. Heavy on the pull-up. You know what I'm saying? We here. Nick Williams, balance is needed, positive and negative. That's more where I'm at, Nick. That's where I'm at with it, Nick. You same tribe, same thought process. That's right. Chi-Town. Yup. Willie Perch. I hope everybody in here from Chicago or around Chicago pulling up to the live event. Details below. Type in Singles and Soulmates in Darien, Illinois in your Eventbrite search engine. Go get your tickets. Willie Perch. I just can't see how a black man say F a black baby that just died talking about Mr. White. You can. You just don't agree. You could see why he said it. You don't agree why. Willie, I done read enough of your comments to know you understand why he said it. You just don't agree, and it's perfectly fine not to. As a black woman in this space, I'd like to think there's a room on this red app for content creators to not have their whole platform on dragging black women. Absolutely. I'll say this though, OG Patrice. Am I saying it right? I think I got it right, right? OG Patrice. I'll say this. I have a question for you. I want you to answer candidly, if you will. When you say dragging black women, are you talking about people who are going to be open and honest about the state of black women today? Or are you talking about people who truly have a disdain and a menacing approach to their takes on black women? Because there's two different things, and I think both of them get called dragging. Because I, on my channel, for one, no longer talk about black women specifically. I'm either going to talk about all the women in America or somebody else. And because I used to try to hold black women accountable early in my content months ago, and they don't like that. So I'd rather them like me than that shit. So certain content I won't watch. I feel that. I never subscribed to Anton, and anytime I saw clips, I knew I was good on that. It's a wealth of information over there. It's definitely good with the bad. Jay Daniels said you have to guard your eyes, ears, and any hole you have on your body. That's facts. Great life advice. Simply Momo. Drama is drama. They still have us talking and watching. Yes, how you covered it went in with the intention to dissect. Yes. We will cover the drama, but we're not gonna cover it with drama. Just look, religion generates more than pornography, but too close. Church everywhere, TV and computers, corn kind of secret type shit. You gotta stop using that word, Rigid. Type corn, Rigid. Put a C in front of that, Rigid. Or I can't hold your chat up there. Let's see. Souls of thought. Lord, we defending chat now. Lord, LOL. Let me take that note for tonight. I ain't defending the chat. I'm just letting you know you missed part of the show. That's why they talking about Anton and Corey, because we just got off that. It ain't no defense. Just bring you up to speed. Nick Williams. Okay. Charleston White. Sorry, Nick. Nick Williams, 454. Charleston White says crazy shit, so you won't miss his real message. Bingo. There it is. I ain't even have to say it. Just had to keep reading. 212, what's up? Futon went on Corey's show and stayed away from an intelligent conversation and chose to ride the negative black wave that he rides. Keep it neutral. For sure. I think everything that is happening is what needs to happen to separate and correct definitions of a man or a people. It's a good thing. People will always make the mistake thinking you can stand with a snake. She said, like Anton on his platform is nothing but disdain for black women, and Corey Holcomb as well. I get what you're saying. I want to, can you follow me on Instagram or email me, OG Patrice? How I get in touch with you? Follow me at The Classic Codes on Instagram, or just email me theclassiccode777@gmail.com. Because I got a women's panel that I would like you to be a part of, the Queen Codes. I do an all women's panel. I host it and I let y'all talk. I think you and a few other personalities will have some great conversation. I am sorry, but as a black butterfly searching, what you say? I am sorry, but as a black woman, some women need their behavior checked. We used to have class and not show ass. This conversation finna drift quick. Y'all are too sensitive on here. Do y'all realize that there are grapists, PDF files, liars, and horrible people on here? Get over, expect nothing but the worst from strangers. I feel that, eBay. You embracing reality. I got you. Let's see. Aubrey Johnson, what's happening? Yeah, I was watching Anton Morning Show, and I thought he had a lot of good points until he started talking about black people downing them and black women. I was in shock and had to stop following. Damn. She said, got you. Appreciate you. Let's get active. Richard said, we all know Corey brought him to the show to clown him. Malika said, I want to be on the Queens. Please email me or follow me on Instagram. I'm not hard to reach, but Instagram is probably faster. But if you email me, I'll reach back out to you. Normally a few days before the show just to check your availability. We try to do Queen Codes on Thursday evenings. All right. But sometimes that day could float a little bit. So I tap in with all the ladies, see who's available. We put the panel together just like that. So yeah, for sure. But let's move. Great take from Charleston White. It sparked up great discussion. So we can't say Charleston ain't a great content creator. Look how long we was able to talk based off of the rhetoric that he was spewing. You know what I'm saying? It stimulated great conversation. All right, so I only got time for one more segment. So we probably gonna get to let's do the code language. All right. So the code language for today, for those who don't know, I do my segment called Code Language. We look into a term or a word, and we break it down and go into what it means in society today and see if we even been using it right, if it means what we think, all of those things. All right. So like we always do with the code language, we start off with the book definition and the overview, and we go from there. Okay. So the definition of a prodigy. Today's code language is prodigy, a person, especially a young one, endowed with exceptional qualities or abilities. All right. An impressive or outstanding example of a particular quality. And then the third bullet point, an amazing or unusual thing, especially one out of the ordinary course of nature. Okay. So that's the book definition of prodigy. Now we're going to look into the overview of a prodigy. All right. Prodigy. Hold on. There we go. A prodigy is a person, usually a child or young person, who displays exceptional genius level talent or ability in a specific recognized area such as music, mathematics, or chess, performing at a high adult level. The term originates from the Latin prodigium, meaning an omen or portent, and often implies an extraordinary, wondrous accomplishment. Key aspects of a prodigy: early mastery. Prodigies are distinct from general giftedness because they demonstrate mastery in a field at a young age. High performance. They perform, create, or think at a level far beyond their peers and comparable to trained adults. Context. While most commonly referring to child prodigies, the term can sometimes describe extraordinary, almost unbelievable feats or examples of talent in any context. Origin. Historically, the term referred to omens, monsters, or things that defy the natural order, evolving to represent wonder or marvel. So a prodigy used to be looked at as almost like almost vilified. Omens, monsters, things that defied the natural order. And this kind of speaks to when you look at the historical context of a prodigy, it kind of speaks to the fact that things that humans don't understand, they instantly get afraid of, and they try to kill it or vilify it first, but it evolved into representing wonder or marvel. So we eventually started to embrace these things as not something to be afraid of, but something to revere. When I think about a prodigy, chat, the first thing that comes to mind for me is how to create one. Okay. You don't just birth a prodigy, you can make a prodigy. This is something that's worth talking about. Roxy, what up? Hey. This is something worth talking about. In regards to prodigies, I always say this. Do you know how to make a prodigy? Do you know how to create a prodigy? The best way to create a prodigy is to tell your child what they're a prodigy at from the first day they enter the earth. Matter of fact, if you can, tell them while they're in the womb. Tell them. Breed them to be a prodigy the whole time. If you yourself, me, myself, I'm gifted oratorically. I've always been good with words, whether it be rapping, whether it be doing the podcast, whatever the case may be. Speaking, I've always been the person made to stand up at the podium. I've been giving speeches literally since kindergarten. My mother could vouch. My first speech in public was in kindergarten. So, I've always been gifted oratorically, right? If I would want my child to inherit these things, first off, the likelihood would be high that they would inherit it because of me. However, I can also affect that, right? While they're in the womb, putting headphones on the belly, you know what I'm saying? Playing certain frequencies and music. This is a deeper conversation now, right? When the child once arrives here, you put the things that you want your child to be a prodigy of, you put those things in the crib, in the cradle, around them, do it in front of them, play it on the television, put it in their iPad. You let your child know that they're a prodigy. They'll know nothing else. They'll know nothing else. It's the same way people indoctrinate you. It's the same way people are able to indoctrinate you with belief systems, fear, concepts of mathematics, historically incorrect data. Same way you're able to be indoctrinated with that information or those belief systems and thought processes, you could be indoctrinated with motivation, self-belief, self-esteem, limitlessness. All of these things can also be indoctrinated into you. You can grow up thinking like a person like Kanye West. Kanye West once said, and I know a lot of people think he's crazy, but Kanye West once said, a lot of people, the one thing holding most people back is their belief or their lack of belief in themselves. He said, I was always taught that I could do anything and that I can do everything. When you're raised to be that way from your conception, you'll know nothing different. When the world by the time you get out into public school, or by the time you get out into the world, into the workforce, by the time somebody tries to instill or indoctrinate self-doubt into you, fear into you, it will already be too late. It's like pan-searing an ideology into you. It's just the same way people have faith. People's faith is deep-rooted because it was indoctrinated into them one way or the other, and it's okay, but it's true, right? The people who were born into Islamic families, you can't tell them nothing about Allah. That's where they at with it. For the most part, small percentage of people flip, change, right? But for the most part, same concept. Born into a Christian family, you can't tell them nothing about Jesus. That's all they know. That's what was seared into them. You can't tell them nothing different. Whether they met Jesus personally, shook his hand, don't matter for the most part, right? Same concept. Your baby get to this planet Earth, you let him know you were born. You were born. It don't matter what you want them to be a prodigy of. You were born to be the greatest philosopher that this world's ever seen. If that's what you want for your baby, you tell them that from the day they're born. You write it down on paper. You talk it into them. You breathe it into them. You read to them. You play audiobooks while they're asleep of great philosophers. You play Mozart in the background while they rest, and you play frequencies for them. You teach them. You take them to public speaking. Me and my cousin went to go see Neil deGrasse Tyson speak publicly. These are things black people don't pay to go see. We probably might have been the only black people there, to be real with you, and the auditorium was full. You know what I'm saying? But you sear that into them, they will know no different. You have indeed created a prodigy. The things we indoctrinate, the things that we take the time to instill into our children while they are at the sponge age, it's not necessarily conducive to their self-belief and their self-esteem. Most of the time we focus on the things that they're supposed to believe in and how they're supposed to behave. But we don't necessarily take the time to sear it into them, their esteem. You are limitless. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you create a prodigy. That's what comes to mind for me when I think of the concept of prodigy, and that's the code language on prodigy. Let's get to some of the chats, and then we gonna wrap it for the day. But man, I appreciate y'all. Roxy said, hit the like button, subscribe, and share is free. Appreciate you, Roxy. Let me see. Let's see. Shout out to Butterfly. Let's see. Souls, where you at? Oh shit. My bad, y'all. I'm tweaking this user error over here. Souls of Thought said, has anyone ever learned something in school they thought they didn't need to come back years later to finally understand why they took it in? That's what content creators are. I like that, Souls. Exactly. At MB and Beyond, in Truth Seeker sounds more God-like to me. Appreciate you, Drastic. Nita said, hello, everyone. Good evening. What's going on, Nita? Welcome to the chat. Roxy said, yes, manifestation is a real thing. Speak life into these kids. In Truth Seeker, both parents diet during conception. Yeah, diet matters a lot. Y'all want to have genius babies eating White Castles while they're in the womb. It's crazy. Edwin Brown, always nurture the talents of your children. Absolutely. You can actually tell your child what they talented at. You know what I'm saying? You can speak the talent over them and then nurture it from there. It's like planting the seed. KG Ritter, I'm new here, by the way. I knew you were good with words by the way you conducted this live, but I didn't know you were a rapper. Oh, you didn't know? You'll find out in just a second. I'm finna play some music. Eating Clean creates an intelligent baby. And welcome, KG. Appreciate you for pulling up. Eating Clean creates an intelligent baby. In Truth Seeker, you talking that wisdom. Now, all alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. You know that, talking that good dietary talk could get you account. You know what I'm saying? Shadow ban. We don't want no smoke. Style by Bree. And to lead by example. When I started college and showed my kids my GPA of a 4.0, they started getting 4.0s and are now interested in criminal justice, studying forensic science in high school. Ooh, hey, that's tough. That's tough. They committed. Great insights. Appreciate it, David. Malika said, I saw a 12-year-old boy who was born premature and heart issues, but he was able to play the piano like Mozart. Come on now. Style by Bree. They read, and can tell you everything there is behind it. I'm so proud of them. The truth seeker. This education system doesn't create geniuses. Now, you ain't saying nothing but the truth. My dad wasn't already, and my mom snorted. Damn. My dad wasn't around, and my mom snorted that yay. They instilled the pimp/gangster prodigy in me, so I know it works. Listen, Modine. Modine said, preach. Listen, Modine, you every day I learn something new about Modine. And truth seeker, I don't think making good grades makes you smart, just highly indoctrinated. Both things could be true. Simply Momo baby. Yes, I have taught all my children to pray, manifest, and affirm. In truth seekers, some of the smartest teachers weren't educated in school. Roxy, welcome anyone new here. This is a great place to be. Hit like, subscribe, and share. It's free. Appreciate you, Roxy. OG Patrice, I raised my black son, instilling in him that he came from greatness. My son was honored at the White House as a young black man doing great things. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? That's how, hey, you see all these confirmations that I ain't told a lie up here today? Prodigies, man. Style by Bree. Good grades makes them disciplined. Facts. But them studying what they are interested in, which is forensic science, and becoming the best on their own is amazing. Absolutely. Great points. Malika said life and death is in the power of the tongue. Always has been. Don't talk about nothing you don't want. Rigid vibration. Sadly, a lot of people believe in everything but themselves. That was deep. Come on now, Rigid. We do this every day, man. Yeah, he's a rap. Yeah, his raps be fire. Appreciate that 212 for sure. We're gonna leave y'all with some music. Calm Wolf, what up, people? Just stepped in the building for sure. Hit the like button. All right, y'all. That's the code language on Prodigy, man. So we're gonna wrap it up for the day because I got to slide and go get this paper chat. But look, until we fully monetized on here, I'll be able to get y'all 2-3 shows 4-5 days a week. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we fully monetized, but until we get able to live off that shit for real. You know what I'm saying? We really trying to take it there, or not even trying to. We're going to. It's just a matter of time. We got to stack these days. But for everybody that tapped in and hit the like button, everybody that stuck around, everybody that's new and subscribed to the channel, welcome to the Classic Codes. This is what you get from me. This is my regular live show. So many people showed up and stayed after talking about the trendy topic, and that let me know we're running a good show here. So for all my initiated people, for all the people that's from my tribe that really appreciate what we're doing over here at the Codes, make sure you tap in with my whole coalition because I am not alone. See what I'm saying? I came with good news. All right. So if y'all listen to me close and look at the screen. Screenshot the screen right now, okay? Let me take this banner off real quick and then go ahead and screenshot. Screenshot the, let me get these comments out real quick. Screenshot the screen. This is my entire coalition right here. I am 1/5 of the Raw Society Coalition. If you follow all these channels, you'll have dope-ass content pretty much all day long, 7 days a week for the most part. We got a lot of different shows that we run, but if you follow the Raw Society Coalition page, that is all of us formed up together like Voltron. You have myself, the Classic Codes. I have a second page called Classic Code Sports. You got Souls of Thought. Y'all saw him in the chat with his perspective. Uncle Plug TV, Conversations with Soft Rain. Y'all saw her in the chat handling the logistics for me. Appreciate you, Soft Rain. And then you have the Tez Down as well. So follow all those channels. Make sure y'all go check out the Tez Down's live stream from earlier, and at 8:30 p.m. Central tonight, the Raw Society Coalition channel as well as Souls of Thought will be live streaming the No Middleman podcast. I mean the No Middleman panel, where they actually will be discussing some dope ass topics as always, and they get into it the same way I do, from an educational, realistic, sociological framework. And we just had them good ass conversations for the grown folks that want entertainment with sophistication. You understand me? So it was nice listening to your content. I've seen a few videos. Good shit. Appreciate it. In Truth Seeker, I appreciate your activity in the chat too. This is my email, beloved. Hey, Softy, can you copy that for me? I can't copy it out of the I can't copy it like this. I'll get it though. Thank you. Softy, can you copy that email for me? Text it to me or something. I need to get in touch with OG Patrice for the Queen Codes. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all being here. We're gonna rock out to some music real quick. If anybody got some quick statements they want to make about the show, or throw anything in the chat for chat Q&A, something I can respond to pretty quickly, y'all go ahead and throw that in there while we catch this little vibe, and then we're gonna ride out. All right, what y'all want to hear, man? What we doing? What we doing? Let's do not for real today. Let's do not for real. Not for real.
I seen people be so fickle, nothing surprised me. Double-edged sword, though, cause it'll have you looking at everybody sideways. Shit. Look around, don't know who to trust, not for real. Lately I've been paranoid, I gotta chill. Ask me how I feel, think I'ma tell you not for real. But I grind like I'm still unfulfilled. Ain't satisfied till I touch a certain M's. Can't say the number, they apply against my plans. I'm turning up, dog, this one for the gym. Come to these bars, I only play above the rim. Boy, I'm Thomas Shepard, long sleeve with the corduroys. Really came to get buckets. Purnell with the defense, too slick, you can't touch me. Bud Crawford on offense. I'm unassuming, but I'm really punching. Underrated, I'm starting to love it. Stacking days, I'm stacking the budget. When I win, ain't none of it lucky. Tapped in, I got it from nothing. Stay ready, preheated the oven, just did a theater. I'm still a recovery. Therapy team, they really love me. They'd kill me if they knew I was jumping. High speed chase, I had to punch it in front of thousands. I started with hundreds. Don't really see no competition, this look like a luncheon. Suggest you let me mind my business, catch you if you lunching. They love you all these years, but at the end you wasn't nothing. Look around, don't know who to trust, not for real. Lately I've been paranoid, I gotta chill. Ask me how I feel, think I'ma tell you not for real. But I grind like I'm still unfulfilled. Present with poise, but I really got no chill. Far as blood, it ain't too thick to get spilled. They think I'm too cool to click, not for real. God ain't done with me yet, dog, I gotta heal. I ain't no run of the mill. Had to surround myself with steel. Yeah, I've been sharpening steel. Hard to feel hard feelings at all when I can hardly feel. Hard as hell, counting losses till you count the wins. If I could take the pain all over, swear I'd do it again. The way them hard times unlock me, look different, twin. If you don't understand my plight, then we just different men. If you can't understand my fight, then we got different hands. Yeah, different song. I'm talking about different days. I'm talking about different tribe. I'm talking about different clan. Boy, I'm sticking to the coats to the bitter end. I'ma live and die by it till I'm ashes in a can. Look around, don't know who to trust, not for real. Lately I've been paranoid, I gotta chill. Ask me how I feel, think I'ma tell you not for real. But I grind like I'm still unfulfilled.
Yeah, appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate it. Dope. Just sent the DM on IG. Bet. We finna put the panel together. We're gonna have a fire panel for this week. We're gonna shoot for Thursday evening, all right, y'all. So, but the DMs, emails, text messages, all that correspondence will be going out this evening. I'll try to reach out to everybody before 8:30 Central. I don't like hitting the ladies up too late because y'all might have some men's over there, and I don't want any trouble, all right? I don't want no trouble.
Classic.
Woo! That was loud as hell. My bad, chat. Yeah. Modine, I'm gonna bring Fury from 106 in Park to battle you. Shit, get his ass cooked. But Blind Fury, much respect to Blind Fury. That my dog. Blind Fury hit they ass with he be rapping with this right here. I fuck with Blind Fury. That my dog. You ain't think I was gonna be in tune, Modine. I know all about Blind Fury. I actually listen to some of Blind Fury recorded music. Yeah. I'm a fan. But yeah, he can get his ass cooked, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't care if he could see or not. He would get his ass cooked. Originality makes it even better. Stay yourself. All for show. Rigid for show. Listen, anybody who want to tap in and come see me do a live performance, I will be performing at the Singles and Soulmates event February 13th in the west suburbs of Chicago and Darien, Illinois at the Q Bar. So you do get a live concert at that show as well. So for those of y'all that really love the music, make y'all way out this way, man. Come on to the meetup on February 13th. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. The link is on my Instagram bio. It's also on the Raw Society Coalition Instagram bio and the Raw Society Coalition YouTube bio. So if y'all screenshot and follow those pages, the information for the tickets and how to get there and all of that, everything is available to you, man. Pull up on us for sure. Casual Germ, what up? Good stream. Appreciate you. Best rapper alive. Been riding with Classic True day one. That's a fact. Since Soul showed up, he been rocking with me, and I appreciate you, my brother, rocking with you too.
Classic.
Oh yeah. So yeah, man, we doing it big. But listen, man, for everybody that's here, make sure y'all do one last thing for me. If y'all don't do nothing else, stick to the codes. We got another classic. Yeah.
I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you could take to them. I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think so. step in the room, they pave the way. I get treated like a milli tank.